I just wanted to record a quick video because I've just played a game where my trick playing black against d4 worked for the first time in absolutely ages. I just wanted to share that with you because it's quite an interesting opening, I think, but it doesn't work as often as obviously I would like. So as I said, it starts off with d4 and black's response is knight to f6. Then you are looking for a queen's gambit. So if your opponent plays c4, then the trick opening is on, basically. So black follows up with e5. And generally your opponent takes that pawn on e5, or they may push their white pawn forward. It doesn't actually matter either way. Black's response, my opponent here decided to take the pawn, which is reasonable. My response was to jump my knight here to e4, so not breaking some of the principles in openings by moving a piece twice in the opening, but you can see why I do this in a moment. The black then responds. Now this is really important because if your opponent, if white responds with this f2 to f3 move, this is where basically the trick will work. It's very difficult for white to avoid some nasty things from here on in. And you can see crucially what they've done is push their f pawn, which as most of us know is not a sensible thing to do in the opening, at least. Black follows up with a sort of intermediate check here. It's quite an important check, as we'll see later on, bringing bishop out to b4 and checking the king. Now black has to obviously get out of the check. The only way to get out of the check is to block it. My opponent chose to block by moving his knight. And now comes the nasty stuff from black. Queen to h4, checking the king. Very, very little now that white can actually do. The king can't move. There's very few pieces to actually block the check, and obviously the queen can't be taken. My opponent, I think this might be the only move in the position. It is. Blocks with his g-pawn, and this is then very nasty because the knight takes that pawn, and obviously white is now going to be down material because black is threatening to take the rook on h1. If white takes the pawn, which is the obvious thing to do here, this is where I've misplayed this on a couple of occasions, and I've taken the rook. The rook looks absolutely tasty there. Let's take the rook. Quite often you grab the knight afterwards as well, but actually it is the wrong move. I'm sure most of you will see what the correct move is here. Take the pawn, and that's checkmate. So yeah, doesn't work very often, I can tell you, because most players at this kind of level will have seen that opening before and either play it or have had it played against them and know how to avoid it. The critical thing is not to use the f pawn, as we'll see. Wherever that is fairly early on, isn't it? Move 4 or so in the game. As you can see from this, you don't often get 100% accuracy in a game that you win, or obviously in a game that you win. So that's quite nice to see as well. But if we just follow this through again, yeah, the main mistake as you can see from the analysis here, is moving the white pawn, the f pawn forward there. Either move the e pawn forward or move the knight to f3, and it becomes pretty ineffective then from black side. It's still okay, it's still nice actually, I still play it because of that. I find it quite easy to play, but it isn't, there's no early checkmates, put it like that. Anyway, I thought it was an interesting game, obviously a nice game to win as well, so I was glad. It's nice when one of these sort of tricky tactical openings works. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. Thanks a lot, and speak to you all soon. Bye bye.